Good morning, class. How are you? How was your week? Was it fine?
Yes.
Haikuwa na pressure? Keeping in mind that you have been having a lot on your table, right? I'm seeing that almost most of us are there today, but I'll have to call the register to ensure that everyone is in. Ronnie Mayo, Kevin Koech, you see him? Rogers Cheruyot, Felix Kimutai. We have Sharon Chebichi, Ronnie Mayo, Felix Kimutai. We are all in. Pauline Mora, is she around? Did she say why she's not attending the class or she's on the way? Huh? That's nice. So today we are going to look at something briefly. That is introduction to GIS, remote sensing, and geological survey tools. Our learning outcomes will be as follows. One, we should be able to identify various GIS, remote sensing, and geological tools, geological survey tools. Number two, we should be able to describe the various GIS, remote sensing, and geological survey tools. So class, what comes to your mind when we talk about these tools? What comes to your mind when we talk about GIS, remote sensing, and geological survey tools? What comes to your mind? When somebody tells you GIS tools, remote sensing tools, and geological survey tools. Yes?
These are tools that being used to assess the presence of minerals, beneath the surface, and underground.
Yeah, minerals and anything that are underground, right? When we look at those tools, we realize that it is something related to underground. And so, do you have any GIS tool in mind? Any geological survey tools in mind that we can see? Maybe you can share it with your class members. Sharon, do you have any? GPS machine. Ronnie? You don't have any. What about you, Felix?
An example is that I can use is a drone.
A drone, right? A drone. When you want to go to a highly terrained area where there's gullies, there's this rift form, that you realize you'll have to use what? A drone, right? So I want you to look at this. I want you to look at this. Share it with your. Look at this. and try to see if you can identify one of the tools in that. Look at this. And look at this. Try to see if you can identify any of the tools inside there. What do you look at? What comes to your mind when you look at those tools? So generally, remote sensing tools are essential for at observation. When we talk about GIS, who can tell me the full GIS is an abbreviation. Who can tell me the meaning of GIS? Yes, Sharon? Geographical information. So GIS is geographical information system. So through that tools, can one say what he or she has identified? As I take the call, kindly. Hello. Yes, baby. Niko salama, niko Microteach kidogo. Okay. Yes. Sawa daddy. Sorry for that. It was another teacher calling in. So you were saying? We ArcGIS, yes. We have another one, Felix. Google Hat. Engine. Google Hat. We have Google Engine. Another one. Another one. Global map. Global map. Global map. Global map. Mappa. Mappa. Another one, Ronnie. GPS marker. If I can ask you, what is the meaning of GPS? This is an abbreviation. Yes. So it is geographical positioning system. Positioning. When you look at those, Nini, we have ground penetrating radar. When a geologist goes out there and does a ground survey, is it in terms of water survey, in terms of mineral survey, and also in terms of drilling, the petroleum drilling, you will have to use all these tools, and there are many more tools that we use them. But there is one specific when we say the one global mapper and GPS marker. When you are going and moving, let's say here is Gigiri, right? And then we have Parklands, and then we have Ngara. When you are moving, you have to mark with something, and this is where we have the GPS marker. I want you to look at this. Look at this as you return my first papers. Return the other ones. We have this. I want you to look at those things and tell me, what do you see there? Are they explained? Are these explained? These tools that we have been talking about, are they explained there? Yes. Yes, they are explained, right? So you can read through there, share with your neighbor what you know in a pair of two, share with them, and then see what you understand. You can look at it alone and then you share it with your neighbor. I'm giving you 1 minute to do that. After you have done, I want you to tell me what you have realized that is new to you on that slides. You can share it with your neighbor. Talk with your neighbor. So 1 minute is enough, is already gone. Sharon, can you tell us what you shared with your pair?
Yes, provide precision
Yes, it. Yes, and what about you, Felix, with your pair?
We see the function of the GIS.
Function of GIS,
To analyze the spatial data.
used to analyze the spatial data. I want us to look at, since we have described those, Nini, I want, as we ended the lesson, can we look at this comparison summary? The comparison summary between the tree that is geological. You can give me back my first slides. Sorry. Yes. The comparison tables. Okay. You can look at that comparison tables where we have the GIS. Yes, we have the remote sensing. And then we have geological survey tools. Where you can read for me, what does GIS say? What does GIS say? From your side, we have field data on GIS, right?
Yes.
And remote sensing, what do we have? Aerial satellite images. And what about geological survey tools?
Field data.
Field data also. That is the first one. Number two, what do we have in GIS? It is local.
local,
Is it local light? What about remote sensing?
global,
Global to regional. To regional. What about geological survey tools? We have to know that geological survey tools, remote sensing and GIS, you can say they are local and global to regional, but geological survey tools can be used in both scenarios, that is in global and in local. So they are both. Yeah. And then number three, what do we have? Field analysis. That is GIS. And then what about remote sensing? Image processing. What about geological survey tools? Geological survey tools, Felix? When we look at GIS, it is field analysis. You need to go to the field, right? When we look at remote sensing, it is image processing. Like you take a picture somewhere, you can take a drone, right? And then that drone will give you the exact. Like when you turn your phone, I want you to go to your phone and then go to maps. Go to your phones and then open the maps. And then there is that feature of satellite images. This is where now we have the image processing. And then for geological survey tools, this happens anywhere. It may be image processing and field analysis, but they can be used for both. Any question until then? If we don't have question, we will look at, I want us to recap. I want Felix, can you tell us what you have understood on GIS, remote sensing, and geological survey tools?
They are the instrument or the tools used to survey on the ground, on the surface and surface.
Yes. What about you, Rogers?
Understand the functions of GIS. Yes.
Functions of GIS. Sharon?
The tools used in the GIS, like the GPS.
Yes. What about you, Ron? So I want you to do this. This is the assignment I'm leaving you with. Select real world scenarios where the tree tools, that is GIS, remote sensing, and geological survey tools, are used. Write them and submit in our next class. Up to there, you can write the assignment before I leave the room. You can write, give me back my slides as you write the assignment. You can put in my desk. Has everyone written it?
Yes.
Okay. We shall have our next class on Monday. We shall go further into the GIS and remote sensing tools, and we will have a practical class where we will have to use the tools eventually, and after that, you're going to go to the field when you know these tools. Up to there, I hope you don't have any question. May you enjoy your weekend. It's Friday, right? So it's Members' Day. Enjoy your weekend, right? Okay. Tuone kama imerekod.